I know I'm a novice to the whole Pokemon games. I started off really late, as far back as, several months, and I only played a couple of them. Between the one I played the most probably being. I'm not going to include Go, because that's a completely different can of worms. But the most I played was a little bit of Arceus up to like the second to final act. Played a little bit of Sword, and briefly touched upon Let's Go Eevee. But then again, that one doesn't really tickle my fancy. The only reason why I downloaded that one was, in the hopes of getting Metal. But there's specific reasons why I can't really get that. A la Umu Ashen, something like that. But yeah, I've been trying to grind up Dialgas in these raids here because there's very few legendary Pokemon that I'm interested in. Mewtwo doesn't fancy me at all. The dogs or the birds, I don't care about them that much. There's very few legendaries that I'd actually try and go out on a limb here to try getting. I'm all for Necrozma, even though some people don't really like him that much, and Dialga. Maybe it's because of their designs that I've really liked them. But yeah, Dialga I've been waiting to get in a raid for a very long time, and lo and behold, this fucking week here's happened. Now look, am I having trouble getting him? No. I have 11 right now. 11! I got a few from PvP, thank fucking Christ. And then I managed to get, 8 through raids. Sadly, I lost one on my second raid attempt for a Dialga. But beyond that, I got myself a pretty good handful of time-traveling steel dragons. But I have to contest, hunting for legendaries in Pokemon Go feels fucking pointless. And it's mostly because of the fact that the two ways to get a legendary, it's one side of hell compared to the other, I suppose. And the overall reward for getting a legendary is kind of shit because, kind of like what I said in my previous video about, the epics and legendary comparisons with Odyssey, being a byproduct of, the legendary Pokemon compared to pseudo legendaries in Go, is that, the pseudo legendaries are a lot more common, have way more broken statistics and abilities, as opposed to the legendary Pokemon. Like, no doubt in the base games, those legendaries, those were supposed to be the best of the best because it's the last Pokemon you practically get. It's the end game reward, it's the bragging rights reward, where it's like, haha, yeah, you got the most broken thing ever. It's like the fucking, the Pew Pew gun, the foam finger from Dead Space 2 and 3. It's the last gun, it's the hardest one to get because it's a joke weapon. Has infinite ammo, dismembers fucking necromorphs on hit. You don't have to worry about reloads or accuracy or anything like that. Just point and fucking murder. But that's the point of it. It's an in-game reward. It's supposed to be, oh, yep, you did everything else. You're a master of everything. Here's your most overpowered fucking ability because it serves no purpose to you because you're such a fucking badass. That's what I get from the legendaries in the main Pokemon games, but at least, they're like the most powerful. They have like the highest stats, like 600 across all 6 attributes or some shit. And they have some badass abilities that wreck other fucking Pokemon. But then you go into Pokemon Go, and it's like, what? They have the generic abilities of any other normal Pokemon. They have nothing unique defining them, as far as I'm concerned. And that's like one of the fucking worst things you can stomach. Yes, they may have some higher statistics, but then there's some legendary mythicals that go as high as 26, 3000. Here's a pseudo legendary Metagross or fucking Garchomp that fucking curb stomp various other fucking legendaries. It's a legendary. It's supposed to be over fucking powered. Like, you're going through all this fucking hassle to get, given it's not as much of a hassle compared to the base games. Like, what? You get yourself a couple raid passes, remote ones, so you have a higher chance of doing it. You go onto a Reddit post, you fucking operate with the other members of the community, and you fucking do a raid together. Okay, fine. Or, God forbid, You go into PvP and you have, the 1/26 chance of getting a legendary. For some odd reason, I've actually been getting pretty lucky getting legendaries in PvP. I don't know why. Some people are saying they get barely anything, and here I am. Whenever I was doing PvP a few months ago, I was getting literally like 2 or 3 copies a pop of the Tapu fucking Hishun Pokemon, or wherever the fuck they were. But yeah. So it's not that hard to get the legendaries in Pokemon Go, so to speak. But they add in a bunch of other bullshit that, in my opinion, make it equally or more frustrating. Take fucking Pokemon Sword, for example. I mean, they had that DLC, the Frozen Tundra, and they had the Raid Cave, or where the fuck it was. And yeah, there's still RNG at play, but I mean, they have practically all the legendaries from all the past games. Sans a few of them, sadly. But for the most part, you can get all the fucking big bads. And it's like, well, that's kind of fucking, semi-fucking balanced because, there's such a huge table. But at least, you don't have to worry about, like, rotating events or shit. It just takes constant grind and dedication and pulling your fucking hair on the hopes you don't fucking wipe while you're taking out the fucking Pokemon Sword. But back to Go. The 2 ways you can get it. One side of hell to the other. The most frustrating for me, sadly, is the raids with other people. Because besides the fucking fact that if you're doing it remote raiding style, you actually have to fucking pray to God someone adds you in time to fucking actually do the raid with them. You have to worry about the fact that you actually have to try defeating the motherfucker in time or else you'll lose a raid pass. And then, okay, let's say you actually manage to beat them. You get to the results screen. Okay, cool, we did it, we beat it, awesome. And then, depending on the fucking time it took to beat him, which I think is bullshit, you get a certain amount of balls. Some cases you might get 14 or 15. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Then there's some cases where you only get like 8 or 9. You're like, whoa. Once you get down to the single digits, you start to sweat. And then finally, you go into it and you have to capture a legendary. And by default, legendaries have a very low fucking catch chance. Like, what was it, around between 2 to 4%? And no doubt, wherever, you're getting excellent throws or using golden fucking berries, it might go as high as maybe, like, the higher, lower digits, maybe 10%. It's still a huge chance of, not succeeding. And you throw the fucking ball, you try and aim it correctly, you try and get the curveball excellence. Me, I suck at them, so I have to hope for the second best great throws. But then there's just times where I completely fuck up, where I try curving it, and it goes on the other side of the fucking screen. Or I let go of it while it's, like, slowly spinning, and the ball just drops right in front of me. And when that happens, my hand spasms. It twitches. Like, it's trying to send a signal to my brain saying, throw the fucking phone at the wall! It's nerve-wracking. And I think there was only 3 times where a Pokemon ran away from me during those raids. 4, technically. A Gengar, which happened recently, which didn't matter. I just wanted for the fucking energies. Thank God, Mega Gengar. Mega Ghost, boy! And then the first one was Deoxys. One of the first, like, actual raids I participated in the Pokemon Go raid Reddit. Pokemon Go friends, great fucking Reddit. Check it out if you're having trouble doing fucking raids at all. And yeah, lost at Deoxys. Then I started doing the Latioses, and I lost a Latios, but thankfully the game decided to give me the best blessing ever, and that was when I got my first legendary shiny in Go. I got a shiny Latios, which I don't regret, because besides the fact that it's like my first shiny legendary, it was the Mega one. So it was a double fucking whammy. I was like, you know what, fine, I'm content with that. And then recently I lost a Dialga. But I swear to God, every time I ran out of balls and I didn't fucking get it, I was just like, I lost a raid pass. Yes, I got some good rewards, but it was just like, I lost it. It fucking sucks. Now there's that problem. Now there's the other side of hell, which isn't even too bad, but you gotta fucking temper your expectations. You basically gotta go down this route and go, okay, more or less I'm expecting failure, but if you do get lucky, you just guaranteed yourself a legendary. And I'm talking about PvP. And PvP is another side of the fucking coin where most of the time you will get fucked and you'll have someone curb stomp you with their fucking shiny legendaries at 4,000 CPs. Those are the masters of the game. Those are the fucking chads of Pokemon Go PvP. But there are times where you get some easy runs and you have people that just throw the fucking match for you. And, you just gotta fight to get only to tier 3, like 3 out of 5 wins. It's not too hard. So long as you put in some effort to fight, you can get there. And then sometimes, out of the 1 in 20, 1 in 26 Pokemon, you will be blessed with a legendary. Now, as far as I'm concerned, apparently the shiny chance, which is the reason why I'm making this video, is just, it's a 1 in 20th chance, a 5% chance. So far, I haven't gotten a shiny at all in PvP, which is kind of telling, because again, 5% is still kind of fucking low. But yeah, if you see the legendary on your screen, good job. GG. You just got yourself the fucking legendary. Because, yes, you still gotta throw the fucking balls at them, but at least, thankfully, as far as I'm concerned, PvP, it never runs away because you have to capture if you want to proceed to, the next set of fucking fights in that, day. So basically, if you see the legendary in PvP, good job. You got yourself that legendary guaranteed, as opposed to the shit catch rate from fucking, raids. Because, if you're doing PvP, you have your full set of balls. You have your regular, you have your great balls, you have your ultras. Because as far as I'm concerned, the premier balls are the same as normal balls. So at least in PvP, you can just pull out your ultra ball and go, yep, I'm giving you the best fucking ball possible. Get in there! So unfortunately, if I have to choose between the two, PvP is the easiest. It's not as stressful. Yes, you gotta go up against 3 fucking assholes that may curb stomp you. But at least, if I do see that legendary, it's like, hey, I can take my time, I can throw as many balls at you, I don't give a shit. So long as I have a sizable amount, I fucking win. With raids, there's so many extra fucking bullshit that it just makes you grow a few extra gray hairs. But then the worst fucking bit, it's 2 parts actually, 2 fucking bad bits. 1, the low shiny chance. I was fucking thanking God himself for giving me a shiny Latios. I could have gone for any other shiny, but the fact that I got a shiny Latios, I consider it a blessing. So the chances of getting it are relatively low with all the fucking hassle you have to go through. And then finally, harking back to the statistics of the Pokemon, there's no point in getting them. They're fucking pointless. Considering all you do in this game is either A, capture Pokemon, or B, fight in PvP or fight gyms, there's no point. Yeah, you can fight fucking Team Rocket Go members, but their fucking CP values are so inflated by the time you throw a fucking legendary in there and get a few good hits, they're probably fucking dead. It's hard as fuck to get the candies for the legendary, so you can't even power them up that quickly. Good luck trying to get the extra large candies, for fuck's sake. And all that shit combined, it almost feels pointless to go after a legendary raid unless it's a Pokemon you really fucking like. And even then, you gotta temper your expectations. You gotta face the fact that you're not gonna get a shiny, let alone a fucking 100. Or God forbid, if you hit that fucking lucky number, if you manage to get this, you might as well go out and play the fucking lottery. A Shundo. A shiny fucking 100. Oh, fuck me. I actually have a little bit of a headache right now. Look, am I glad I got all these Dialgas right now? Yeah. I'll hold on to them for dear fucking life. The day this shit gets shut down, I'll transfer them over to fucking home. Fuck it, I'll give them to some friends. I'll fucking throw as many as I can to the Wonder Box and be like, there you go, free Dialga, have a ball. But it's just the 2 different sides of having to get them the difficulty in attaining them, at least for raids at least, the low chances of 100 and a fucking, shining above all else, the relatively pointless abilities for them that make them even worse compared to other pseudo-legendaries or even lower ones of their caliber. Like, for fuck's sake, a Lucario is way more fucking valuable than a fucking Dialga or... Well, not a Mewtwo. A Dialga or a Palkia or whoever. Because it's like, yeah, Lucario has a fucking great moveset that makes him fucking potent in any situation. It's all this shit combined, it just makes him fucking pointless. I don't know. It'd be nice if fucking Niantic would just change some of it up. I mean, I guess that's the whole idea of, of a fucking mobile game. The odds are against you. It's supposed to make you stressed out, to make you want to spend money, to get more chances to get this particular shit. But after spending almost, $1,000 in coins on fucking passes, I'm cutting it quits. Like, I hope I get a Darkrai or a Cresselia, but my chances at this point are slim to fucking none with how quickly those lobbies get filled up. At least I got about a dozen fucking time warping dragons, though. Metal as fuck. But I just wanted to fucking vent for a little bit about this fucking bullshit with Go. But it does make, like, farming up legendaries in the main game sound that much more appealing, because at least, it's not as fucking annoying to get them in there. At least. I mean, given I haven't gotten to that stage yet, but I reckon it'd be a lot easier to farm them up there, because at least, it's a static location, you can farm up as much as you want, and you will have the off chance of getting a fucking legendary you have a higher chance of keeping, since that shit's offline in your save, as opposed to anything else. But anyway, that's all for this rambling for now. Hopefully I have something more positive in the future. Like, dislike, comment your feelings, subscribe if you're liking these ramblings here. Manager's clocking out for now. I need a fucking breather. Look at me, fucking stressed out over a mobile game. What has my life come to? Anyway, take care, guys. Bye.